Hi Gemini, this is Char with Ariana Stark. This is your forecast for the new year 2025. I will use the Ideal Tarot, Divine Messages Oracle, Love Oracle, amongst other decks for your reading this month. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just get down to your reading, Geminis. From the Ideal Tarot, I do have the card Six of Pentacles. This means that you need to be very generous this 2025. Perhaps expenses are also going to mount in the new year, and this could also put a strain on your pockets. Financial constraints will definitely be on the cards for many of you. That is why the universe is asking you to be kind and generous. When we are open-handed, then the universe always has our back. There are also going to be those limitations which are going to be imposed upon you by your family. These are restrictions that you need to maneuver. Again, gadgets could malfunction. Maybe you're dealing with a jerky camera because my camera was quite jerky at this time. So you need to keep aside money for the same. The final days of 2024 stepping into 2025, I do have the Page of Cups. Oftentimes in those final days, you wanted to be all by yourself, though you were definitely sought after for your words of wisdom. Maybe you wanted to keep away from unnecessary arguments. Sometimes, we need to watch our words because hastiness could also amount to competition. Maybe your family also questioned your contribution towards the family purse. Perhaps you needed to defend yourself suitably. Some of you were also exhausted and tired. You also needed to be the caregiver. It was also very likely that many of you wanted to look for better opportunities. Maybe yours wasn't a high paying job or isn't one where you feel financially rewarded. Obstacles to overcome this year, I do have the Empress card. Now this is in the challenge position. I think you need to work on your personal magnetism. Maybe social events are going to be lined up this 2025, but you could be quite loath when it comes to networking. You need to deepen bonds, you need to deepen friendships if you want to get ahead in life. Maybe you also need to work on enhancing your skills. A side hustle could also be a main line of work. So there could be offers on account of the same, but try not to brush it aside. I think tension could also mount as a strange people could want to re-enter your life. Maybe this person is also very deceptive, is quite like a schemer. You could also want to pay up loans in case you have done that. You also need to tackle unruly workers. Influences for this month, I do have the Eight of Wands. Now this talks about travel plans which you need to make in 2025. You are going to be on the move. Maybe that is why you need to save up for your holiday expenses. I think travel is going to broaden your horizons. Work opportunities from elsewhere on the social media is also very likely. So be open and receptive, but be crystal clear when it comes to financial transactions, because question marks or eyebrows could be raised because you seem to be breaking rules even though you're going to be proved right. Other than that, I also feel that on account of your widening social circle, on account of new people into your life, they could also be interested in forming more than a passing interest. Maybe they want to get close to you, but you're going to pour water on their plans. I think, Geminis, you need to be open in case you're single, in case you want a relationship. Is this possible? It could be from someone elsewhere, someone who lives in another place, or on the social networking site you could get along with someone. Eat your meals on time also, because stomach related issues could crop up. The first 4 months of the year, that is January, February, March, April, I do have the Queen of Pentacles. Do look at the bigger picture. Even if there are financial gains, I think you need to save. Sometimes short-term gains can fizzle out. That is why be careful about your financial situation. There could be an estrangement in a relationship. You do feel let down, so stay motivated and upbeat. Indecision could also be there in the month of March, but January and April promises to be one where you could make gains. Sometimes you feel that it's a thankless world, that you do so much, but then others fail to acknowledge your goodness. But then, like I said, the universe will definitely reward your kindness. You could be commuting great distances in January as well as April. I think you also need to follow your own inner voice and intuition. Negotiate or deliberate with those older than you because they could help you out. The next 4 months, that is May, June, July, August, I do have the Four of Pentacles. Money could be an issue here as well. Be prepared as expenses could mount. You will have to also deal with tension on the home front. I think you do tend to get exasperated very quickly. Maybe you find yourself in situations which are testing, and this could also irk those around you, especially your father or a father figure. Outstation work offers could also be in the pipeline for Geminis, but then the pay on offer could be ridiculously less. That is why you could decide against it. Your loved ones are also going to promote your talents in these 4 months. May is the month when you're going to be quite professional in your outlook. Maybe you're a bit aloof. In June, you're going to be someone who is going to cut through the obstacles. Again, clients could also reschedule meetings, so be prepared for that. July promises gains through your acquaintances. There are going to be interruptions in these 4 months. Maybe August is the month when you could be quite bored. You need to stay upbeat. Money as well as appreciation is something which motivates Geminis, and if your boss is going to be very stingy, then you may as well pack your bags and leave. But then these could end up being idle threats, so be careful. Perhaps you feel that your problems are insurmountable with the card caught in a web. You may feel everything in your life is cyclic, or that you're back to square one. Like the cherries in the card, which are caught in a cobweb, you could find yourself between the devil and the deep blue sea in 2025. So use your famed intelligence to get out of those tricky situations. The final 4 months, that is September, October, November, December, is the Eight of Cups. Now, there are blockages in your life which you need to overcome. Perhaps these are also past life issues that you're dealing with, Geminis. I think you need to drop that baggage. You need to keep away from drama. Stay motivated and upbeat. Walk away from ugly situations, because that means that it could affect you psychologically as well as physically. I think health issues could also crop up in this period. Yet reunions are going to be there. With 2 8s in your reading, there are going to be surprises. Again, September could be a very confusing time. Maybe there are offers for collaboration, but then do keep in mind that the person whom you're collaborating with could be unprofessional. That is why you don't want to do the same. November as well as September are months when you need to guard against ill health. I think there could also be someone who is very sneaky and deceptive in December. But October is going to be a month when you can expect to add a feather to your cap. By and large, these 4 months are months when you need to use your quick wit to tackle problems that are there. Perhaps you should also focus on the truth, because truth gives us a lot of power. It also allows us to maneuver situations that arise in life. Dove has also come up, which means peace. I think you should maintain your equilibrium. You should maintain your composure. You should offer the olive branch and let bygones be bygones, because nothing is more important than inner peace. With respect to your love life, I do have some cards. It says here, very soon, from the Romance Angel deck. I think clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. In case you want a romantic connection, I think this is the year when you should be open and receptive, because the Empress has come up, but it is in the obstacle position. So it could be that you're meeting someone on account of a social event or social engagement. This person is also someone who could be a friend. He could want to deepen the bond that exists between you and him, but you could be very reluctant because this is in the challenge position. Garden has also come up in your reading from the normal, which is talking about you needing to go outdoors, enjoy the fruits of your labor, spend time with Mother Nature as it could help you relax and rejuvenate. I also have some other cards from the Love Oracle deck, Silent Treatment. It says, I think there are those times in a romantic connection when you or your person could go quiet. You need to break down those walls. Silent or being incommunicative could mean that the other person could have the upper hand, or even you. I think you shouldn't allow that in a relationship. Intimacy, physical, for some of you, a physical connection is very likely. You can expect closeness in your relationship. Maybe sex is something which is going to sustain your relationship. If only you were aware of the effect you have on me. So someone deeply cares about you. Maybe you're going to ignore the advances of this person. Incidentally, I'm also picking up that married members of the opposite sex could also go weak in the knees in your presence, but then you're not going to be game because you understand your boundaries and limitations. I think money could also be a factor in your relationship. Lack of wealth or lack of material abundance is something which could also mean that you want to move away from a relationship. Yet someone secretly admires you, secretly loves you, or even you could be that. You do have the gift, it says here from the Kipper deck. I think you're going to receive gifts for sure throughout the year, or also these are talents that you are endowed with, and you should make the most of it in 2025. Maybe a side hustle could turn out to be a full-fledged career. The last card in this reading from the Angel Therapy deck is Be Willing to Forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange of peacefulness. This is a recurring message in your reading. It says you're of peace, and your angels are asking you to blow the pipe of peace to trash issues rather than make a mountain out of a molehill in 2025. But because ultimately inner peace holds the key if you want to progress in life spiritually as well as professionally. Ego hassles can also damage our relationships permanently, and that is not something that you desire, Geminis. I hope, Geminis, you liked your reading. This is Stark with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.